So here in this lesson, I'll show you how to prepare subscription account. This is the format here on the debit side, date, detail and dollar column. Same 3 columns on the credit side. If you want to make one more column for folio on the debit side and credit side, it is also okay. So for your better understanding, we will follow a question taken from 2023 IGCSE and O-level accounting first paper. Before we start, let us have a look at there. So here we see the debit items. So these 4 items are debit items you need to record here on this side, okay? What items? First of all, we have balance BD, means opening balance. So if we have opening balance, means at the beginning of the financial period, if we have subscription area, then we need to write as balance BD on the debit side here, okay? So area, this word might not be common to you, okay? Sometimes this will be written as outstanding, due, unpaid, owing, accrued. So here this all mean same, okay? So we need to record on the debit side. Then here we have income and expenditure account. So here what to record? The current year subscription will appear on the debit side as income and expenditure account. For example, 100 members of the club. Every member pays $100. So 100 times 100. Here we see $10,000. Okay, so this is the total amount which is supposed to receive by the club and society. So this will appear as income and expenditure account on the debit side. Okay, then here bank or cash, it is refund. If club refunds subscription to its member, then it will appear as bank or cash. If refund by check, we will write bank. If in cash, we will write cash on the debit side here, okay? Then we have here last number 4, balance CD. It is a closing balance at the end of the financial year. So this balance will appear on the debit side if subscription is paid in advance, okay? So here the first one, we wrote balance BD on the debit side when it is area or unpaid, outstanding, accrued, owing, don't forget. And when it is advance, but at the end of the financial year, means closing balance, then it will appear as balance CD on the debit side here, okay? Don't forget. Okay, then what are the credit items? Here we have a balance BD, opening balance, advance. So it will appear on the credit side here, okay? Opening balance, it is advance. Here also opening balance, we wrote balance BD on the debit side, okay? Because it is area or outstanding. Here it is advance, but same opening balance. If we see, we will write on the credit side, okay? Both might be given on the question, might be one, okay? Whatever given, you will write accordingly. Then we have here bank, cash, receipt. What receipt? If subscription is received in cash, we write cash. If it is received by bank transfer or by bank or by check, we write bank. Where? On the credit side, okay? Then here written off. What is written off? Subscription written off. 1 member, 2 members could not pay subscription 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and maybe club will not be able to receive this amount. So in this case, club considers this type of subscription as irrecoverable, okay? We write it as written off, subscription written off on the credit side, okay? You can write also irrecoverable debts. Then here number 4, balance CD, closing balance area. On the debit side also we did balance CD, closing balance but advance. Balance at the end of the financial period, if we see subscription paid in advance, we write as balance CD on the debit side. But here if we see balance CD means closing balance which is not yet received, means unpaid, outstanding, area, accrued, we write as balance CD but on the credit side here. So these 8 items you need to remember. If you are able to remember whatever question given in your exam, you will be able to prepare this account. You will be able to answer correctly. Okay. So now we will see the question on the screen. The favorite book club was formed several years ago. Okay. The subscription amount of 52 per annum has remained unchanged since the club started. Okay. All subscriptions are paid by check, all credit transfer. Okay. The treasurer provided the following information. Here we see many things. So this is our question. Now we will take the relevant amounts, relevant items. All items are not relevant on the question. Relevant items we will take to prepare this account. Okay. First of all, we will write here subscription account. Okay. Good. Now on the question we have subscription in advance. 1st January 2022, it is $260, and 31st December 2022, it is $156. Okay. So now tell me where to appear these two items. One is opening balance, another one is closing balance. Okay. So here 1st January 2022 and another one is 31st December 2022. So these two amounts are paid in advance. Okay. So now tell me where to write. So let us have a look at the note first of all. Here we see advance. If it is closing balance advance, we write as balance CD on the debit side. Okay. Here it is opening balance. Okay. So here closing balance of advance will appear as balance CD on the debit side, and opening balance of advance will appear as balance BD on the credit side. Okay. So let us write this one first, balance BD, opening balance. Okay. It is advance. So it will appear on the credit side. Okay. We will write here the date first, 2022, January 1st. We will write here balance BD. Okay. The amount on the question is $260. Okay. Now here we wrote this one, opening balance on the credit side, advance $260. Now here we have another advance. It is closing balance will appear as balance CD on the debit side. Okay. So let us write here balance CD. So amount is on the question $156. Okay. So you are clear, yeah? So here it is advance, but opening balance we wrote on the credit side as balance BD. Here it is advance, but it is a closing balance, so we wrote as balance CD on the debit side here. Okay. And for this one the date will be 2022, last of the financial year, December 31st. Okay. Good. Then what we have on the question? We have subscription in areas on 1st January 2022. It is $468, and at 31st December 2022, it is $1,040. Again, we have two items, two amounts, but these are related to area. Okay, means unpaid or outstanding. So here now what to do? Look at here area, and here also area. Okay. Opening balance, if it is area, we write as balance BD, but on the debit side. Closing balance, if it is area, we write as balance CD, but on the credit side here. Okay. So let us write this one first, balance BD. So we write here the date 2022, January 1st. We will write here balance BD, which was opening balance area. The amount on the question $468, and here we have one more area which is closing balance. We write as balance CD on the credit side, December 31st. It is balance CD. Amount on the question $1,040. Okay. So this part is complicated part to many students. When you get four amounts, area, unpaid, advance, outstanding, different, four amounts you are confused. Okay, so I hope you will remember this structure. Okay, next time if you get this type of question, you can answer properly. Okay, great. Now we see on the question what we have. So on the beginning, the subscription amount of $52 per annum. Okay, then here on the question at the end, the club had 128 members in 2021 and 120 members in 2022. Okay, so we are doing this account for 2022. So we will not consider 2021. Whatever members we had, we will not take any information from there. So 2022, the member was 120 and every member pays $52. Okay, so now if we multiply this, how much we get? It is $6,240. Okay, this is the amount club is supposed to receive every year. Okay, so this amount will appear in the income and expenditure account. Okay, so we will write here on the debit side, okay, as income and expenditure account, the total amount which is supposed to be received by the club. Okay, so let us write here the date first, 2022 December 1st, 31st. We will write here income and expenditure account. Okay, so here we get $6,240. Okay, so don't forget this is the total amount club is supposed to receive. Okay, great. Then we have on the question for the year to 31st December 2022 receipts. What are the receipts here? Subscription receipt $5,356. Okay, so this is the amount club is supposed to receive for 1 year, but actually club received $5,356. Okay, receipt, where to enter, which side? So here it will appear on the credit side as bank or cash. Here on the question clearly written, this club makes all transaction by bank. Okay, so we will write bank on the credit side. Okay, so let us come here at the date 2022 December 31st. We will write here bank. It is $5,356. Okay, great. So now what we have on the question? At the end, the club had 128 members in 2021 and 120 in 2022. The treasurer is aware that 4 current members will not pay their subscription for 2022. She has decided to write this subscription off. So 4 members are not able to pay. So how much will be the amount? So here each member pays $52. Okay, 4 members could not pay. So here if we multiply, we get $204. Okay, this is the amount irrecoverable debts. So here look at credit items. Number 3, written off, subscription written off. Okay, or irrecoverable subscription. Okay, whatever written on the question. So you will write on the credit side. So what to write? We will write here income and expenditure account. Okay, so under this income and expenditure account, you can write here written off. Here we calculated $204. Okay, and the date for this amount will be same 2022. It is December 31st. Okay, so here nothing we have. All the information related to subscription we have taken here in this account. Okay, now what to do? Now we need to balance it. So as we recorded all the items, so our debit amounts and credit amounts must be same. Okay, because we already wrote here balance CD. So what we calculate after balancing? We calculate the closing balance, right? So already we wrote the closing balance because these are given on the question. So now if we sum up the credit side, we get $6,864. Okay. So same we get here. If we sum up $6,864. Okay. Again, why this both are same we received? Because we recorded all the items. We have already closing balance on the question, so we have nothing to extract. Okay. So now it is a requirement on the question to bring down the balance. So how to bring down? It is simple. We have here balance sheet on the credit side, $1,040. So this will appear on the debit side, $1,040. Okay. We will write here balance BD stands for brought down. Okay. And the date will be the first day of next financial year. Will start at 1st January 2023. We will write here. Okay, great. So now here we have balance CD on the debit side, 2023 January 1st. We will write here balance BD brought down. So here it is 156. So we will write here also 156. Okay. So this balance CD comes here below the total. This balance CD comes on the credit side below the total. So next tutorial I'll show you how to prepare income and expenditure account. So this will be very important. So keep on watching.